medicine. So, I want to get into a topic today that I am pretty passionate about, and I've been using it in my practice for the whole time I've been in practice for 27 years. And this is called Optimum Time Medicine. You may find it on different sources if you're going to Google it or do the search engine. You'll find it as a Zi Wu Liu Zhu. So that's Diwuliuzhu. And this is basically translated as optimum time medicine. We'll get into that a little bit more deeply. I just did a video that was Stitch talking about that a little bit. But when you use this to your advantage, this is always using the best time that works for you individually to take advantage of different planetary forces, local forces, and different things like that. What do I mean by that? Well, each of us was born on a specific day or specific time frame during the seasons. And here is a chart of the 24 solar cycles. And the 24 solar cycles are time periods where the planet is going through summer, fall, winter, or spring. Now, we were all born at different time frames, but the cool thing about this is that this is a period of renewal for each of us. So if you were born in the summer around a particular time, like June 6th or June 21st or July 7th, all of those times a period for your personal renewal. So get out your birth certificates and look at what day you were born and what time you're born, and then you can see and plan your personal renewal. I love to do this for patients, and when they give me the demographic information, then I can plot a course to their restoration. And many times we can do it in 1, 2, 3 seasons. What do I mean by that? If you have chronic disease, it may take you 10 seasons to now get full restoration, but we can actually make a plan to do different types of therapeutic intervention, whether it be moxibustion or acupuncture or different types of physio-restorative therapy, teaching you breathing and exercises. And you plan this out step by step, getting your body to a certain level of restoration, 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%. But then each season, as your body comes in contact with the planetary forces, you get a leg up. So if you're born in the summertime, then you know your period of renewal is summer. If you know you're born in the winter time, then your period of renewal is in the winter. So the cool thing about that is now you can plan and plot your particular restoration and understand if you've had chronic disease, you've had many surgeries, you've had a lot of things that are deteriorating, then you can also now protect yourself. So if you were born in the summer, then you deteriorate faster in the winter. If you're born in the spring, you deteriorate faster in the fall. So now you can now support yourself for restoration, but protect yourself from degradation. So now that you have your birth certificate out, you figure out what day and time I was born, then look at here at the solar cycles and see were you born in the summer or late summer, because in ancient times we had 5 seasons. So then now summer, late summer, fall, winter, or spring. Now, in the Chinese calendar, we start the new year at the first day of spring, and you'll see it here at Li Chun. And Li Chun is typically the start of spring. And at this year, it was about February 4th. And you now can see around the chart. But this is the renewal of the northern hemisphere of the planet. And the start of autumn is on August 8th, but in the northern part of the planet. But the start of spring in the southern hemisphere is August 8th as well. So the planet goes also through periods of renewal and restoration, and we're on the planet, so we can take benefit of that renewal and restoration. Now, that's one cycle. Now, let's get to another cycle. Well, what time were you born? This is typically, well, I'll ask people, okay, what day you were born, what time you were born. And as I was talking about in the other TikTok video, then we have the meridian time, and then we have the organ time. So now you'll see other aspects of what we talk about. High noon is the Wu time, and then midnight is the Zi time. So Zi Wu Liu Zu. So Zi is the midnight, and the Wu is the noon. So we have the highest of light, and then the lowest of light, or darkness, complete darkness, midnight. Then we have the dawn and the dusk. So people were born at different hours and different times. Now, as a child, you go with the biorhythms of the planet. When you were born, you're more awake, you're more energetic at what time? So some people are naturally getting renewed in the evening time at dusk because they were born closer to dusk. I just had a conversation with a patient, and the patient was born at after 9 at night, and that's when that patient gets a renewal of energy and is up all night. And their parents were like, "Wow, this is why he's always up at night." Well, because he was born at that time, his cycle started at that time, and then his natural biorhythms go at that time. So now, when we're doing different types of intervention, we want to help support the person at their natural biorhythm. So now you can know this by the time you were born, what day, what season, then what kind of issue do you have? Do you have more muscular, tendon, connective tissue? Then we look at the meridian time and where that goes through the body. And then do you have a deeper problem? Maybe it's an organ issue. And then we can look at the organ time. And so we look at the three main cycles of time: the seasonal time, the meridian time, and then the organ time. So hopefully that'll be some homework that you guys do, and then put in the comments and what you find out. What time and what season were you born? And then we can look at just different patterns of what your body is doing. And then if you've changed your patterns because now you work a night job and you're off your rhythm, maybe that's why you're having issues with stress or insomnia or different types of stress related disorders. So until next time, I'm Kamal Polite with Affordable Asian Medicine.